How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the season finale of Invincible episode 8. Wow. All I could say about this episode is I had no idea where they were going to end the series at and how they were going to do it, because again, so many things happening, so many truths being told. It is literally insane. And I think we need to start the episode off because, we just need to start it off because we have a lot to talk about. First off, I think I was kind of right in when I was inferring that Omni-man must be from, he lied about the Viltrumites. They're not really, they're not Kryptonians. They're Saiyans, basically. They fought until the strongest survived, and they enslaved planets, and that's their way of, in a sense, giving back to the world is just taking over. It's literally insane. It just leaves you at this crossroads of how is Mark gonna handle everything. And when Omni-Man tells him, and Mark is trying desperately to free his dad, in a sense, just to know that this is his real dad. For him, and the fight between him and Nolan is just, it's just pure raw emotion, and it hurts to see, and it hurts to watch, and to hear the truth come so bluntly out of Omni-Man, out of Nolan. It hurts. Nolan verifying that, my race, I'm a spec ops operative, all we had to do was just go to planets, weaken them, and then enslave them, and that's exactly what he did. And with the whole Mark getting his powers just meant that he had to, he had an offspring that he had to keep going at it. His mission just became faster now. Now that his son grew powers, it was now the right time to do what he has to do. And you're kind of left thinking, dang, so he really needed a second person, or he really just waited until Mark got his powers so he had another Viltrumite to, conquer the world with. Another fun thing is that we know that because he's Viltrumite, the DNA is so powerful and so strong. Although we've always thought Mark was weaker to Omni-Man only because of the fact that he's human, at least half human. But that's not the very case here. The DNA is so strong that he's probably more Viltrumite than human. The only thing is that he's just very unexperienced. He's not been trained and war hardened like his father has. And his father explains it by the time Mark is 30, everyone he knows, by the time he looks 30 years old, he's already gonna have lived lifetimes past most people. And I think that's why Nolan looks so old already, and he's so great, because Nolan looks like he's in his 40s, at least bare minimum 40s, 45 maybe. And he has so much sprite and energy, it's almost like he's barely gonna decline in his prime. There's a lot of fun stuff happening in this episode that I just there's so much to unpack from this. Eventually they keep fighting, and Mark and Nolan keeps it's very much the battle. It's for Nolan, it's Machiavellian. It's a Machiavellian way of thinking. It's that, look, doesn't matter. These people they're so fragile. They're so paper thin. We could make sure that the people who these people never die again. If I just, we just enslave the planet, we can cure disease, we can cure war. It's he's still fighting in the name of justice and good, but for him, it's all systematic. It's the ends justify the means. If the Viltrumites come and take over the planet, it means that everything can be restored. It can bring this golden age, and all these people that die now are just pathetically humans that we're gonna die eventually. It's a very dehumanizing way of looking at civilization if they're not at that level that Omni-Man presents, or at least that he views as a civilization worth admiring. For Mark, that's the exact opposite. It's because they're fragile. It's because they're paper thin. It's because they can be killed so easily that they're important, that their lives matter. It's because the time is so short that their lives matter. And for Omni-Man just to call his life living on Earth as Nolan Grayson, like just a speck of time that just I wasted, is insane. To say that his wife was more like a pet to him is just it felt so like, it felt like a soldier saying that he's doing this because he has orders, and that everything that happened between that time is just it's just a distraction from his duty. It is insane. And for everyone else is literally seeing their dirty laundry being aired out. Debbie's seeing this, hearing this for her very own eyes. So is Cecil. The Guardians are seeing this with their own eyes. The entire world is seeing this with their own eyes. They keep seeing the fight between Omni-Man and Mark. And I say fight very loosely. It is just utter disrespect on the name of Invincible. How much Omni-Man just manhandles him and breaks him down again and again. And Omni-Man is going to break down Mark, not just physically, but mentally, by using him as just a fucking tool, throwing him around, destroying cities, destroying boats, destroying mountains. So like, it is just, the onslaught is insane, and seeing everybody else's reaction to it is even more insane. Everyone doesn't know what to do. Everybody wants to go help Mark. How do we help Mark? We don't want to get in the way. Can he beat him? And I think blood is the most important thing in this entire show. The theme is humanity, and how despite how easily these people are killed, Mark is seeing every one of them. To see Mark hold up the building and try to save a mom and her daughter only to fail breaks him, and it keeps breaking him again. Being used by his father as the thing that destroys the train, and literally his body alone being used to run through thousands of people in that hundreds of people in that train and destroy the platform. It is disgusting. It is just, wow. The lack for a better word is just insane. And I could not ever just, you know what, this episode's gonna go like at least for like 30 minutes, because there's just so much to unpack. And like, I think I'm just gonna like, I don't even think I'm gonna use clips of the episode. I think I'm just gonna use like ending season, or at least the thing of it, because this video is just gonna be mostly me talking about what made this so good, and the review of the overall season. To see it's just insane to see this, the level of brutality this episode unveiled to us that Omni-Man can do. The very fact, after he literally does that, he keeps trying to pound it into his son that there's duty, there's responsibilities, that these people aren't worth like getting his ass beat by his own father for. And it also shows that the level between Invincible and Omni-Man is very, very far in gap wise. Like, he could barely even put in like a scratch on his dad. Of course he's bruised them and everything else, but he could barely even just, it just shows the inexperience that Mark has compared to his own father. It just shows the very idea of like, Mark might have the potential to be stronger than his father, but it's not now. It's not now. And there was no indication that Mark could eventually beat his own father in this fight. And that first 25 minutes, 30 minutes of this episode is just proof of that. And the emotional weight heightens. The climax is right at the ending of the fight, as Nolan keeps beating him to a pulp and saying, do you want to die for this world? Like, fuck it, you know what, I can waste another 17 years of my life being a father. And it's just heartbreaking, because as he keeps beating him, he goes, what would I have left in this? What would you have left in this world? Oh my God, no. So he keeps beating him. He says, what's another 17 years? And right when he's about to hit the final blow on Mark, right when he's about to just utterly kill Mark. And keep in mind, the whole fight, Mark has just been trying to fight his dad, along with swaying him back, along with telling his, like, trying to like justify his dad, saying, you can come back from this, we can go back to like mom, and we can try to do what we can to, you know, fix the pieces of our lives. I just need you back. I need, like, he just fights for his dad just to somewhat feel like a little bit of empathy, a little bit of remorse, and just turn his ways. But his dad is so stubborn and stuck in it that when his dad is beating him half to death, and right when he's about to hit that final punch, his dad has a flashback back to Mark, and I would like to say he's like 10 years old, maybe 12, and he's playing baseball, and Debbie's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you pouting? And she's like, it's pointless. It's like, I can't even enjoy this like in the distance I want to do. Like, it is just pointless. And Debbie kind of gives him this very powerful speech about like what humanity means. And I think it really does, it does definitely touch Omni-Man in a way that he can't be feeling. Remember, he's a soldier. He's a conqueror. For him to feel this is the very thing that they've probably trained him not to feel, or he's probably trained not to let his emotions get in his way. But for him to just fight, and you can see it in the animators in this episode were fan-fucking-tastic. Like, for them to like convey like this true frustration of ideals from this Machiavellian way of thinking to this father who like understands like, this is my son, like this is the kid who impressed me, this is the kid who loved me, who hugged me. And we see all this flashbacks, and it's just painful. And for Omni-Man to scream at his son, like, what is there left after you lose everything? Because like, you will live way beyond everything. You're gonna see this planet be destroyed. Like, what is left for you in existence after this world? And Mark, crying, still says, you, Dad, you are the one person I have left in this world after everything is gone. And did you see Omni-Man's like true frustration like emerge, like his compassion for his son, the love he has for his son, the very fragments of stuff that he's probably buried deep just explode out of him, just to shoot straight out of the universe, crying. Yeah, I cried, man. I can't cap. This episode was intense. I don't think I was ready to see like this kind of emotional fight scene. I think, again, this episode is just S tier, like 13 out of 10, man. Like, this is by far one of the best superhero shows I've had a chance to see, animated wise as well. It is intense. It is intense. The latter half of the episode is just Mark healing, and everybody who knows his identity and can put two and two together, just understanding the weight of everything. The Guardians have a side story where they go and try to help, and they go and try to help everyone in the world, trying to save, like, you know, at least saving as many people as they can. And eventually they prove that to Black Samson that they are the new Guardians. They've earned their team. They work in tangent, and we see them training, we see them bonding. It is definitely a sight to see that after all, like, the broken pieces, and everyone's worrying about Mark, if he's alive, if he's doing well, Mark healing, and seeing the weight, like seeing this all hit his mom, seeing this hit him. It is the epilogue that is needed to be done. Of course, Mark eventually returns back home. Cecil's making sure that sorry about that, that's my Discord. Cecil's making like sure that everyone is like taken care of. God damn it. I'm sorry about that. But he wants to make sure that everyone is safe. Everyone is in the very least is taken care of. And episode does weigh heavy on me. It is insane how good this episode is. It is insane how good all of Invincible's been. Eventually, the ending of the episode is all of Mark's friends coming to see him. They all know his secret identity. They take him out to eat, and Mark just explains, like, this feels so hollow. Like, I don't even feel like it. Like, he wants to see his dad again. His mom wants to see the dad, but it's just this horrible, like, situation where everyone doesn't know how to feel. And it's left for Invincible to be the new Omni-man, and he still has a long ways to go before he even can earn the name Omni-man, or just he stayed invincible. It is insane. 2 weeks though, 2 weeks to heal after literally being destroyed. It is insane. It is insane how strong he gets, and how even after every beatdown, like having the mega beatdown by his own dad, like I only hope that this helps Mark heal in a way that he'd never healed before. And then of course we get the alien, those Cyclops aliens, played by Seth Rogen, by the way. He comes back in the atmosphere to let Mark know, like, yo, there's a Viltrumite on your planet. He's like, yeah, that was my dad. He tells him the whole story, and he's very surprised. Like, bro, Viltrumites don't just leave ranks, bro. So my thinking is there's probably a lot of like Viltrumite hybrids in the world, and what I'm guessing is they all have some sort of like innate in their DNA to provide or to like serve the Viltrumite Empire. And Mark is the first one to kind of just be like, nah, like I want to save the human race. I think that's why Nolan has so much and like he's pressed so hard on the issue. It is definitely, yeah, this episode is definitely insane. But for the Galactic Coalition to like look and think, you know what, we might have the ace up our sleeve, having our own Viltrumite, meaning that eventually, like, Mark has got to get more powerful. Mark is probably going to get more powerful as years go by. He's probably going to get stronger. We also get like a little tease on what's going to happen with a lot of characters. That is that a lot of side storylines that have yet to be followed up on, such as Mars with those parasitical beings. That's one we're probably going to revisit. We're also probably going to revisit the Mahler twins, and you know, the Mahler clones, and how they're going to probably keep playing an aspect in this story. We're also seeing that one alien who put fucking Mark in the hospital the first time. We're seeing the other aliens from the different dimension. They're ready to come back for Nolan, and they think Earth is the one place to hit him, since that's where he literally beat them, like destroyed the entirety of their planet. There's just a lot of stuff that's left over from last season that's probably going to be revisited, and it's probably going to be retouched. And I think it's good because this is Wave Mark going up the ladder. Like, it's the hero's journey in the messiest way. That's the best way to explain the Invincible. It's the hero's journey in the messiest way. There's a lot of stuff that's going to come back to bite him, that hopefully now that he's more seasoned and he's probably taken the biggest beatdown of his life, that nothing else is going to probably stack the same way against him. We also saw like a lot of experiments on crystals, and this idea of like putting back the original Guardians of the Globe. I'm thinking I'm waiting for them to make a crystal that is literally poisonous to Viltrumites, but we'll see. I don't know, man. I don't even know how he can handle a whole planet of them if he couldn't even beat his dad. Like, it's wow. It is insane, to say the very least. But anyways, guys, yeah, Invincible season 1. I came into this show blind. I've not read the comics. I'm aware that the comics deviate a lot. Like, we jump around a lot in what the comics have already offered in storylines and stuff, and I understand that. But I think show-wise, like, as a fan just watching the animated show, I'm impressed, to say the very least. I think Amazon has a golden opportunity with this show. I know The Boys is a live action horrible like superhero, but this animated version of like probably one of like Image Comics' best series is insane. I cannot wait. I can't wait for season 2. When season 2 comes, I'm gonna be hyped. But season 1 was just wow. Like, to say the very least, it was powerful. It was everything I think I wanted in a superhero show. Stuff I didn't even need, even though I didn't need to know. I don't think I had any. I think some episodes felt a little slow, but overall, the season one of Invincible is at least 9 out of 10. I think it's an A. If I'm being totally biased, I think it's A+. But like, it does have moments where the show does kind of fall and it kind of deviates and it kind of like lags. And there's some stuff that I kind of wish they would have held off on. But overall, 9 out of 10. This show is just, it's phenomenal. I put it up there with like Justice League Unlimited and Young Justice as some of my favorite like animated TV shows, especially comic book wise. Like, I might even just read the comics because I'm so interested in the universe and the aspect of this. But yeah, guys, I really hope that you guys rewatch this show, because there's so many big hints of like Omni-Man and everything else, like the future of like what might come for Mark in his visceral future. But oh man, dude, this, wow, to say the very least, wow is all I could say. Anyways, guys, this is me, your boy Poppy Wolf, saying wow. Invincible's an amazing show. I gotta give it to him, bro. Like, when he writes a comic book show, he writes a comic book show, man. Like, I know the writer for The Walking Dead, I can't remember his name right now, is the one who wrote this episode, and I'm pretty sure he had an amazing time, because the way, the emotion, everything he put into this, whew, to say the very least. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you all later. It's your boy Poppy. We'll see. Peace out, y'all. I will see you all soon. And stay up, man. Invincible season 1, amazing. And yeah.